Happy birthday, Cuz. Happy birthday.
People know about this very public, long-standing feud that you've had with Sean Combs. So what brought you to this project?
Well,
was there anything that surprised you when you were watching the footage?
No, that didn't surprise me at all.
How did you go about getting the footage? And do you know the intent of the videographer? Why?
When you're a reality star, you're so used to being able, you have a camera around you all the time, but when you have that kind of power and everything, I'm going to edit this.
And do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as...
Rogan both jumped on it. Folks saying this footage shows exactly why Meek dipped out that night looking shook. And now the whole game is watching how these two heavy hitters are reacting. So if you've been following the whole Diddy saga from the moment the cuffs hit his wrists to the day he got sentenced, then you already know one thing. The empire that man was running wasn't no regular celebrity circle. It was controlled, calculated, and built on power moves behind closed doors. Even after he beat those RICO charges and got 4 years on 2 counts out of the 5, the streets didn't fall quiet. If anything, they got louder. Once Diddy went down, everyone who ever stood next to him started getting their names dragged back into the light. Folks who used to swear they just came for the vibes suddenly acted like they had never been in the same room. But the streets remember, and one name that keeps spinning back is Meek Mill. Yeah, Meek. The same Meek who used to roll with Diddy heavy was part of that inside circle, then switched up real quick once things got hot. And let's not lie, people have been whispering for years about the way Diddy treated him. Allegedly, he was the favorite. Folks still talk about that one freestyle session where Meek was rapping, and the way Diddy locked in on him made it clear who was being referred to in them bars. Now, a brand new leaked video just hit the streets and it's got everybody replaying the old stories with fresh eyes. This one allegedly captures more of the same energy from those private sessions, and the timing could not be more perfect because 50 Cent and Joe Rogan both already locked in and started reacting. Word is this new footage lines up with that earlier audio that Meek tried so hard to shut down. You remember the one. Meek came out swinging, called it fake, blamed AI, said bots were trying to take him out. He went on long rants about being a voice from the trenches that powerful people wanted silenced. But the details kept matching too close for comfort. Somebody from inside claimed they recorded it themselves. Meek talked about putting up serious money, 100 racks, to clear his name, yet nothing concrete ever dropped. No final report, just tweets and then silence. Now this new video drops and suddenly the old audio does not feel so isolated anymore. Folks are connecting the dots in real time and saying the two pieces fit too clean.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
It was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the is going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this. Because I was like...
It all ties back to that Vegas birthday bash Diddy threw for him. Not even on the actual day. 3 days later, timed perfect with the big fight weekend, so the whole city was packed with heavy hitters. Diddy rented out a full Parisian-style mansion for over 25 grand. Made sure Meek stayed front and center all night. Matching outfits, coordinated moves, like he wanted everybody to see this was his guy under his wing. Insiders said the place turned chaotic quick. Dancers moving through the rooms, substances flowing, energy getting reckless behind closed doors. By the time it wrapped around 3 in the morning, the property manager walked into a mess. Broken bottles, stained bedding, signs of wild activity that left blood in spots nobody wanted to explain. Meek reportedly got out of there fast, shaken. Word on the street was he left hurt behind bleeding after whatever went down when the cameras cut off. People who saw him bounce that night said he looked like a man who just realized he was in too deep.
Happy birthday, Cuz. Happy birthday.
That is the same energy this new leaked video is allegedly showing. The power dynamics, pressure, the way certain lines got crossed. Meek tried to shut the old audio down hard at first. Then the story started shifting. First he said he was never around any of it. Later he admitted, yeah, he was in some of those wild gatherings with Diddy, saw the chaos, the enhancers moving, the late night madness, but claimed he kept his distance from the worst of it. The louder he got, the less folks believed him, because the internet never looks at one moment by itself. They rewind everything, old clips, photos, and interviews, moments where Meek and Diddy looked unusually close, jokes that did not age well, comments that sounded different in hindsight, even Diddy calling Meek daddy on camera, which folks laughed off back then, suddenly felt strange.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
And the questions kept getting louder. If the audio was fake, why did Meek never push a real investigation all the way through? That silence hit even harder once Diddy's legal situation collapsed. Fast forward, Diddy finally got locked up and hit with serious charges. A lot of people who once stood next to him switched up fast, distanced themselves and deleted posts, acted like they were never in the same room. Meek was one of the loudest voices trying to draw that line. Dudes started saying he was never involved in anything inappropriate. Those blogs were twisting his name just for clicks. At first his message was clear, I was not there like that. Meek even rolled with the No Diddy gang.
Yo, Saw, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this real life.
Real life.
No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
But then the story shifted again. Said there were nose candy and wild energy, but he claimed he stayed away from the questionable stuff. Said he saw things but did not participate. Later on, lives and posts, he sounded like a man tired of adjusting the narrative. His voice broke when he started touching on the freak-off events. Meek on live started piecing it together himself. He mentioned being pulled into environments he did not fully understand at the time. Trips, private sessions, gatherings that felt exclusive until the pressure built. He got emotional talking about realizing too late what kind of power dynamics were really at play. The kind where saying no was not as simple as it sounds when you are young, rising, and surrounded by that level of money and influence. Dude cried on camera. He was raw and unraveling. He was a man who always talked tough, but finally let the weight show.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today.
No, it's Meek Millie though. Like I'm going out on Halloween trying to get lit. I'm in the road
I'm
chilling,
about to
man.
rap
Like,
though. I'm about to rap.
Oh, you a cop and you rap?
man, they tried to block me up and take me away from my kids for no reason.
I'm about to rap, guys. Don't even trip. I'm about to rap.
You don't even want to hear the rap.
But no, I apologize for that. But
No, tell the captain and them no. They did me dirty and embarrassed me in front of the whole
outside
club.
is not always for everybody though.
Hold on. Hey, why you trying to cover your hat now and them, man? We all seen it.
You don't gotta.
It's late.
With police sometimes.
Oh, but
You don't gotta cover your head.
no,
You good?
listen. Y'all, a lot of people don't like the cops, but we really do be saving people, okay? And there be other people calling on other people.
If they get hit up, they gonna call 911 and they gonna jump in that cop car. They like the cops sometimes, man. They be all right.
But we do our best to protect and serve. I don't know what they did to you that day. That wasn't me, but
Yeah, that was wicked though. They tried to take me away from my whole family, and I've been getting people like doing reform, trying to change laws. I ain't even want to go out that night from dumb like that. It's a Halloween
where was you
party.
at? You was at Harbor?
He hinted at things that happened on the island and in those circles that crossed serious lines. We cannot even get into full details on here. Too sensitive, y'all can look it up. But the way he described them circles and the way certain people got passed around in those spaces, it hit different. He looked completely broken, like the street armor finally cracked. Now y'all remember how his ex questioned him back in the day about his closeness to Diddy. She spoke on toxicity, on things not adding up, even hinted at weird energy. And then the weird vibes during that Soulja Boy live. Allegedly, Soulja Boy and Meek are part of that same undercover circle talk that keeps floating. Meek described being embarrassed by it all, especially that old clip of Diddy calling him daddy.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. Because I do.
You said what?
Oh, I said I do.
Is Meek really still in your DMs?
Absolutely.
Now, when you say in the DMs, you say like you know, hollering. He should. I don't see why. There's nothing wrong with that, though, right?
All the men in here are saying I would.
Yeah, I get it. No, if I was dating you before and there wasn't there, why not? I'd holler.
Fine.
I get it. Okay, so then that's a true.
No, that's a true bar.
That's a true bar.
That's a true bar.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Now back to Fifth. You already know 50 been on Diddy's neck for years, throwing shots, dropping memes, turning the whole thing into a comedy tour. Then he leaked tapes involving Diddy and his own baby mama Daphne Joy. Folks been talking about how Daphne allegedly took the stand against Diddy, describing sessions that involved baby oil by the dozen and wild private sessions that crossed every line. 50 posted wild clips and captions that left nothing to the imagination, calling out the transactional relationships and the power moves. He even dropped that Ernie post that had the streets decoding bedroom habits.
Well, you started having with Jane Doe, and then Diddy actually joined in the first time?
Yeah, he joined in the first time because that's what she requested. She said she wanted 2 guys, so we was pretty much swapping out. He hit from the back, I get swap, you know. So yeah, that's what she asked for and that's what she got. But that was only the first time. We only did that once.
So he never joined in after that?
We'll swap sometimes though. Like we'd be in the same room and like he'll hit for a little bit, and then I do my thing, but like he would only like be in and he'll be in and out quick. Pound her real quick and then be out.
People know about this very public, long-standing feud that you've had with Sean Combs. So what brought you to this project?
Well,
was there anything that surprised you when you were watching the footage?
No, that didn't surprise me at all.
How did you go about getting the footage? And do you know the intent of the videographer? Why?
When you're a reality star, you're so used to being able, you have a camera around you all the time, but when you have that kind of power and everything, I'm going to edit this.
And do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as hip-hop is fine with his behavior.
Consensual. That was a word that the man next to me said today during the Jane Doe's testimony. Now remember, this is day 1 of the Jane Doe's testimony and the prosecution is setting the stage. Right now, all we know is that she was in love with Diddy, so in love with him, in a lustful relationship full of ecstasy.
Now the same 50 Cent is reacting to this new Diddy and Meek Mill video. He locked in quick, and the way he is moving makes it clear he sees the pattern. Same circles, pressure, and alleged violations behind closed doors. Then there's Joe Rogan jumping in too. And trust the online community, they've been loud. One user didn't hold back saying, Daphne Joy. When 50 called her a sex worker, he knew more than what we realized. But 50, she is the mother of your child. So what does that say about you? Yet another continues on, the Meek leaked video. Bro, I thought the same. It sounds like he's saying stop and not really liking it. Now the spotlight on you. If more recordings or evidence ever surface from those private sessions, how many other big names are going to have to come clean too? Was this the moment Diddy broke Meek for good or just one piece of a longer story? How much did those environments change him? What do y'all think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're riding with unfiltered heat, don't just scroll, lock in, tap like, subscribe, and keep it rolling with the next jaw dropper loading up now.